Well, now there is. Yeah.
Something strange occurred while we were away. A period of 30 million years slipped by in what seemed like a 20-minute intermission. Well, a lot can happen in 30 million years. As the Jurassic gave way to the Cretaceous Period, the continents, as always, have been on the move. A new ocean has opened up, dividing the Americas from Europe and Africa. It'll become known as the Atlantic. Only one group of reptiles can possibly bridge this watery gap and cross continents. For nearly 80 million years now, flying reptiles have soared over the earth. These pterosaurs dominate the skies. Recently, though, these extraordinary beings have started to get bigger. Much bigger. One of the largest is the Ornithocherirus. His body's not much bigger than a human's, but with a wingspan 40 feet wide. And look, he's covered in fine fur like a bat.
Check out that speed.
His bones are hollow to keep him as light as possible. Those huge wings give him 150 square feet of sail to catch the wind. And they're filled with sensors that constantly send information to the brain so he can trim the sails and float along even the softest breeze. Watch how he glides, right in the air. He can travel over 40 miles from a cliff top, or on a warm updraft created by a volcanic fissure. created continents. He stays up there for hours, searching for food, day and night. There's no place out here for him to stop and refuel, so he simply feeds on fish along the way. Flying low just above the water, he skewers his prey with the sharp teeth in that long beak. But there's a storm brewing, and a huge glider like this will need to find a safe place to roost. But will he make it? Land at last. Another long journey ends safely. Or so he thinks. For all his mastery of the air, he's vulnerable on land. As these predators know. These charming killers are among the largest of a lethal group of dinosaurs nicknamed raptors. Meet the Utahraptors.
Wow, Utahraptors. There's 3 of them.
When it comes to feeding time, there's a definite pecking order. The weakest of the 3 will have to wait for his meal. Listen to their sounds. These dinosaurs are intelligent enough to communicate with each other. Raptors are smart. Working as a team in the pursuit of food, they rely on this communication. Those sleek, muscled bodies are held in perfect balance by that highly mobile tail. It constantly adjusts as the raptor slinks forward. Imagine running into one of these guys on a walk in the woods. And look at those arms. The way they pack them away for size. The way they fold at the wrist to lift up. Does that remind you of anything? Don't hold that thought. We'll get back to it.
I guess he got startled.
But the joy of them is their concentration. See, as he walks, his head hardly moves. His eyes stay fixed on the goal ahead. When they need to be, they're quick and agile.
Sounds like a dinosaur. Feet. Prince it.
they're smart. Well, by dinosaur standards. You see, we hairless mammals tend to overestimate the importance of brain size. For this guy, it's quality, not quantity that counts.
Oh, there he goes.
Time. We travel through time. Millions of years fly by until we come to rest in the mid-Cretaceous period. And now, there is a new addition to the landscape of conifers and ferns. Flowers. Think of this. Until now, no one has seen a flower. No creature on Earth has ever gazed upon the color of the bloom.
Getting a little sweaty.
And yet, with these blossoming arrivals, well, it's beginning to look a little bit more like the world we know.
Oh, look, flowering plants are growing.
Did you know that flowers owe their existence to insects? Yeah, the fact is, insects have already been around a long, long time. Dragonflies, mayflies, even our good friends the cockroaches. They all date back to the coal swamps, 100 million years before dinosaurs even appeared. However, insects weren't a part of the bigger pollination picture. You see, for generations, plants were fertilized by either wind or water. But in the Cretaceous period, they discovered another way. Plants have always had to put up with insects feeding off them. But in the fullness of evolutionary time, it became apparent that these same insects could carry vital pollen from one plant to another as well. So the plants began to reward the insects for visiting them in the form of nectar, and then to compete with each other in attracting the insects in the form of color, creating flowers. The more flowers, the more insects. And the more insects, the more flowers. It's one of the most beautiful examples of co-evolution you could ever see. So now, more types of insects are coming into being because of all the flowers. Like bees. And wasps. Moths. Butterflies. Miracles of natural engineering, perfectly evolved to feed on flowers, which then reward them with sweet nectar and brilliant color. Nature at its most perfect. Well, maybe not quite perfect. Anyway, that's all flowers are, really. A beautiful example of reproductive display. Animals had them too, and dinosaurs had them in a big way.
Oh, looks like something's coming.
T-Rex.
No, look.
Torosaurus!
Yeah, Torosaurus.
The magnificent bull of the prehistoric world. That huge crest is his reproductive display.
Haven't zoomed in.
What?
You haven't zoomed in.
Yep.
His horns and crest earn him status. He's got the biggest skull of any land animal ever. And yet, he is a pretty sociable guy. Well, he's one of the dinosaurs that likes to live in herds. Well, he's sociable up to a point, that is. He's territorial. Males dominate the herds, and this guy, he's master of his turf. So with that massive head and the safety of herds,
Looks like another
what on earth
Torosaurus
the threat
coming out.
Torosaurus? Not much. Except another male.
It's a young male.
This younger male is ready to challenge his authority as leader of the herd.
Who will win that battle?
Oh, wow, to actually see this. Who will win? Well, the male with the biggest head, of course. Some things never change.
Alright. Come on, big Torosaurus. Get that young male. Get him. Fight it. Give up. Okay, Barb. He hit the young male. That young male's hurt. Oh, poor little Torosaurus. Better luck next time, young male. Better go find
After
your...
dominating the herd for decades, he surrenders his domain to his young challenger.
Oh, big Torosaurus, you won.
His victory is a triumph for the species, an example of natural selection, survival of the fittest in the evolution of these king-sized herbivores. Well, when you're walking with dinosaurs, you gotta watch your step.
Now that's
And with these king-size
disgusting.
herbivores, you gotta respect them. Any king-size poop. Actually, hundreds of tons of dinosaur dung are dumped and scattered each year. Now, it may seem a little disgusting to you, but to a paleontologist, this big old pile of poo contains even more pieces of the dinosaur puzzle. Oh, and it's pretty important to one creature, an insect.
I got the Torosaur.
And if we're lucky, we might just find one. That's right, I'm going there. It's worth it.
Oh.
Yeah, the dung beetle. He was in there eating away just as they will be millions of years from now in the 21st century. Thanks for helping out. Get back to work. There you go.
Now that is a
Yeah, recycling. Every little bit helps. And I did mention that the story of the dinosaurs isn't always a pretty one. So, is everything else in the garden lovely? Well, I'm afraid not. Time slips by. We're now at the end of the Cretaceous period, and the Earth is forever on the move.
Well, according to
India comes into Asia, and a collision throws up masses of volcanoes. Sulfurous plumes of smoke and ash are drifting from their peaks.
Whoa, it looks like smoke's coming out. Looks like Torosaurus is getting confused. Oh, nice. Looks like the plants are dying.
Temperatures have risen. There's acid rain, so some of the more delicate plants are already disappearing. And where plants go, animals tend to follow. At the end of the late Cretaceous period, we stand in fact in a fading paradise. Across the globe, on land and in the sea, hundreds of species of plants and animals are dying out. Among the dinosaurs, the arms race has reached new heights. Some predators have gotten bigger. And some herbivores have found that better armor is their best defense.
Looks like another dinosaur is coming out. Ooh, Ankylosaurus.
The extraordinary Ankylosaurus. Greet the most heavily armored animal of all time. This creature's body is an armored box. Vertebrae and bony plates have fused together to create this moving fortress. He's beyond penetration. Look, even his eyelids are armored. And if that isn't enough, his tail has hardened into this club, this 150-pound ball of bone. He senses that Torosaurus is a fellow herbivore and poses no threat.
Oh, looks like Ankylosaurus is friends with Torosaurus, is he?
He said.
Ankylosaurus' skull is so heavily reinforced that there's not a lot of room for a brain inside. It's not just his armor that's a bit dense. Well, who needs brains when you got that kind of brawn? through natural selection. Each generation piled on more and more armor. But it begs the question, what will get through to Ankylosaurus? Who could possibly break through his defenses? It'll take something special, something very special indeed. A new breed, the most notorious carnivore ever to live, Tyrannosaurus Rex!
It's a baby T-Rex.
It's the baby.
Is he cute?
A full-grown T-Rex can
zoomed in.
swallow 140 pounds in one mouthful. That's about the weight of 2 supermodels.
Battery's lasting long. Oh, looks like the baby's scaring the Ankylosaurus.
His eyesight may be bad, but Ankylosaurus can instantly sense a predator. And I think this little fella's eyes are a bit too big for his stomach.
Well, looks like Ankylosaurus is attacking the baby T-Rex. And so is Torosaurus too. Good work, T-Rex. Ah, they like each other.
It wasn't only bigger teeth and better armor that allowed dinosaurs to evolve throughout their arms race. It was the urge to
I guess the female doesn't like that guy. Well, T-Rex, you won the battle. Yeah, he's so big. Nice roar you got.
As I was saying, it wasn't only bigger teeth and better armor that allowed dinosaurs to survive. It was because some looked after their young. Some lived in herds, others hunted in packs. In a word, it was their versatility. Without this, they could never
really
dominate
like each
the
other
world for so long. We find ourselves at a decisive moment in history. In the history of the dinosaurs and in the history of the world.
Easy now, T-Rex. Don't have to roar anytime.
While this Tyrannosaurus has increased her offspring's chance of survival, she's facing an event that will seal her fate and the fate of all dinosaurs. During their 170 million year reign, dinosaurs have adapted to massive changes, but they now face a catastrophe that no creature could prepare for. A comet 6.5 miles across, traveling at 20 miles per second, is hurtling toward a shallow sea in an area that will come to be called the Gulf of Mexico.
It's gonna hit.
Who can imagine the impact of 100 million megatons? The dust clouds blocking out the sun, suffocating the earth, and plunging it into stagnation. The destruction of over 65% of all life on the planet. The destruction of the giant dinosaurs. Imagine a lifetime. Imagine two. Now, imagine 170 million years. For all that time, these noble, titanic, destructive creatures held sway upon the earth. For all that time, and now they're gone. And we hairless mammals dominate where they once did. No, not quite. Remember the raptors? Remember those arms, the way they folded at the wrist? Well, the next time you're in your garden looking at the birds, imagine them 50 times the size and with teeth. And do not mourn the dinosaurs, for they are still with us. Their superb design allowed them to take to the wing. Their direct descendants are the